Hello everyone, this is Dawn over at Plot Chronicles, and I did a video recently where I said, hey, what are your requested videos? You'll be able to find that in the title. So any video ideas you have, I do check comments every day. So go and write your idea under that video, and that is where I will check. That way all the comments and all the suggestions are under that video, and I'll have them there. They're not going anywhere, they don't get lost. And I did look over the comments, and so I'm kind of going one by one. This one is, you wanted me to kind of review the Libby app or tell a little bit more about it, and so I'm going to briefly go over that today. Libby is an app that I have on my phone. You could probably put it on a small, I think you could put it on a computer or a little tablet. You probably could, but it's through your library system. Now, not every library uses Libby. It depends what your library uses, but if you have a local library, which I'm sure many of you do, you could go to the library and check out books there. And my local library that just opened, they don't have audiobooks that you can check out from there, but you can check them out from your Libby app. But you can get books from your local library, but they a lot of times will have an app that you can download, and you could check out libraries through your library card and get it on your phone, or like I said, a tablet. My friend has an iPad, and each library is different. The particular library I have, you can do up to 20 holds on your card, okay, up to 20 holds. After that, you can't do any more holds. This particular library, if I go to the library, I can't get audio from there, but there's audio and books to read. The Libby app is free, okay, so you don't have to pay for it, which is fabulous. I know many people like to either buy books. You see a lot of these booktubers, they just love to, purchase books. And of course they try to get, books at a good deal, or if they're having sales and things like that, and then they do book unhauls. I've seen a lot of wonderful videos like that. Due to a variety of reasons, mostly space, I don't buy a lot of books, especially fiction. And there are a few books I wouldn't mind owning, though, that are my favorite books. Like, I think I might buy The Silent Patient just because it is my favorite thriller, and have a copy of that. But besides that, once I read a fiction book, and if I know what the ending is, for me, I don't see a reason to own a lot of fiction books, because I'm not going to probably go back and read a lot of them over again unless I kind of forgot what happened in them, which does sometimes happen, if you can believe it. So the Libby app is free, and it's fairly easy to use. They do make changes within it sometimes. This is the only downside with it. It's kind of almost like a movie. You remember when you used to rent, VHS tapes from, Blockbuster and things like that. And let's say you want to go to a movie and you're like, well, it's too expensive to go to a movie. I'll wait till it comes out on video. Back then you had to wait a while. The only downside to waiting for Libby is, let's say you have a favorite author and she writes historical fiction. You love all of her books, and she writes maybe 3 books a year. And so you're waiting the new book that she has coming out. You cannot wait. It's coming out in December. Well, you could go buy that book because you love her, right? And when it comes out, and I have a friend of mine that as soon as that book is out there in the stores, she goes and purchases it, right? Well, maybe you are on a budget and you don't want to do that. The only issue with having it on your Libby is you might wait several months. It depends on how popular it is. You might wait 6 months, you might wait 3 months. Some of them say long wait, some of them say 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks. So there's all sorts of, things. And then sometimes they all come in at once. So that's kind of the downside, is that you do have to wait a long time. It is worth it for me to do the Libby app because, like I said, I don't have a lot of space to store books. Our house is small, and to be honest, it's already cluttered as it is. And we have way too many books, which, no offense, are not mostly my books. So I just don't have space to put them. And so I use the Libby app for that. Now, the only other downside to Libby is that there are a lot of books that you probably can't get from them. And so there are things that I would love to read, but they're just not offered on here. But they're offered maybe on some of these other services. And I may at some point open up and get another service to be able to read more books. It depends. I just don't want to be spending $100 a month on books. especially since my budget's pretty frugal as it is. And so I think Libby or another app that goes with your library is a really good thing because it's free and you can read a lot of books. You can take out magazines, you can read books, you can take classes. There's a lot of things that are offered free through your library, and the app is pretty easy to use. So I think if people are getting into reading, it's a good place to start. And then maybe later on, if they feel like there's some of their favorite authors that they don't have on here, because I'm kind of running into that, maybe they want to branch out to another service that they have to pay for. Let me ask you guys before signing off, do any of you use an app like Libby that is offered through your library? I'm just kind of wondering. That's all I have to say for now, guys. I love you, I appreciate you, and I sure hope to see you on the next video. Bye, everybody.